Hi, Chanoy here again. So today I want to show I hook up my charge controller, or my panel to my charge controller, and then from my charge controller to my DC items, right, and also to the battery connection. All right. So first things first, the way you wire your items now to your charge controller is really simple. In fact, the charge controllers will actually come with it to show you. For example, you notice this first part here shows you this icon here. This is for the panel, so it shows you where the positive should go, where the negative should go. It's really that simple. Same thing for the battery. There's a battery icon, and it shows where the positive should go and where the negative should go, and also where the DC load should go. All right. Now you do not want to hook up your inverter to the DC load, because what that does, the charge controller limits the amount of current that can be pulled from it. So for example, even though the charge controller is rated at 20 amps, right, it only allows me to pull 5 amps from the charge controller. And my inverter is rated at 1500 watts, right? So that means I'll be pulling about on average 125 amps. So you'd realize right away that I will be limited to what I can use on my inverter, and my inverter would never get me below 20% of its capacity. All right. So you don't want to, you only connect your DC items, because what you don't want to do is that you don't want your DC items draining your batteries going all the way down, because if you left them there and the battery is getting low, they won't know. They will just continue drawing and drawing from the battery until the battery is drained and completely dead. So the charge controller prevents that now by automatically shutting off as soon as the battery starts to get below 10.5 volts. Right, and I use the normal 220 plugs for my 12-volt items. As I said in my earlier video, for AC I use 120 volts plugs, right? Because you want to distinguish, because you don't want to plug a DC items into the AC plug, because somebody could get injured, and also electronics can be damaged as well. All right. So for my here now, I use a 18 gauge wire, right? It's a, I think it's a 1.5 mm wire, and it's actually 18 gauge wire to bring in the power from my panels, right? Now the panels are actually rated at in total 40 watts, right? So this is what I have currently. I plan to upgrade my panels very soon, but I haven't gotten to that as yet. All right, but that's what I'm bringing. So I must bring in about two, little over 2 amps coming in at about 21 volts. All right, so I use this little switch here to switch off the panels from the charge controller if I need to. And this is not the ideal switch, but for right now, like I'm just putting in 2 amps, it will work for now. All right. This little switch is connected to the positive leg of the from the battery to the inverter, so I can also shut off the power coming from the battery going to the charge controller if I need to, right? And of course it runs now through these I think this is a 12 gauge wire going, and then it connects to where the inverter is connected to um these 6 gauge wires. All right, and it goes all the way down now, going to my battery bank right here, right? So right here actually I have 3 batteries here, but they're connected, so I get 12 volts. So this battery right here is functioning near to its original capacity of 110 amp hours. All right, while these two are not so strong, so I connect these two in parallel. So that's where I put positive to positive and negative to negative, right? So they're essentially one 6-volt battery technically, and this other 6-volt battery now is connected to it now by connecting the positive of this parallel connection to the negative of this single battery, and then I use the negative from one of these coin, and then the positive from this battery, and it's connected back to the inverter. All right, so that's it. And as I said, for my DC items, what I just use currently I'm using a 3-watt LED bulb. I bought a normal 120 watts bulb, 120 volts bulb, and I converted it so it can work with 12 volts, right? By just doing a simple rewiring, which I will upload a video soon to show you how you can actually rewire them so they can actually work from the 12 volts, the 12 volts connection, and so it's really bright, and I use it during the night, and I also use the car cigarette lighter, right? USB socket to use to charge my phone, because you don't want to turn on the inverter just to charge your phone or just to run some light. That way you'll actually be wasting energy, because the inverter itself is using about 10 watts. And one of these, for example, the phone will be using about 5 watts and the light is using about 3 watts. So I'll be losing power. So thanks again for watching. I'll be uploading soon again. Please share and subscribe. All right. Thank you. Take care.